when you paint, you are everywhere and nowhere, and you are everything and nothing at the same time. Everything stops right there with you. It's no more canvas, colors, brushes, and you. It's like it's the whole thing. It's all one. It's a whole bag of different emotions in the same time. Sometimes you stop painting and you leave the brushes, but you're still painting. You're still painting. Sometimes people, they don't know, but you still walk and drive or whatever you do, or drinking, and you're still painting. You never left the studio.
Fabian's like no other artist I've ever known or dealt with. And people really need to meet Fabian because he's extraordinary, and the work's extraordinary, but the work and Fabian are the same. The work is poetry. Each show has its own character, just like wherever we go to trade fairs or we go to individual shows, each gallery owner, their customer base, it's always different, but it's always really positive and exciting, and people are uplifted and moved by the work.
Lightning doesn't strike very often in our business. An artist like this comes along once in a lifetime.
You can tell that he comes from a place inside his soul, and that's what comes out in the artwork, I think, and that's why people are drawn to it, because you always want that connection with your soul somehow.
Whatever my paintings are today is, whatever happened in my past, at least 10 years ago. Got it. 10 years is about the time that you reflect and start to appreciate, especially when you start compare with other experiences in your life.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure, man. Enjoy your paintings.
He's not painting something from somebody else's life. He's painting what he knows.
His whole journey of life has just been very interesting. Being born in Argentina, and his father, owning 5 brothels in Argentina, and he grew up around the nightlife of Argentina and street life, and as you see that in his artwork.
It's an authentic product. He is painting from memories and experiences that were part of his life as a child, more so than today.
My mother gets sick, really sick, and she passed away. It's really tough, when you're 15, 16, it's really, really tough. It's a strong thing in your life, when you're losing someone so close that you have every day in your house. It's a really, really, I don't, some people they know, but you really can't explain. My father also was, really strong, trying not to show me nothing, and that was really nice of him, but he was suffering so much, he couldn't take it. He tried to change as a person and everything, and he started getting worse and worse, and he killed himself. When those things happen, it's like, you gotta fight because, you don't have time for anything else. You gotta fight because you don't know what you're gonna do next day. You don't know when you're gonna sleep next day. You don't have a job, I don't have a house, I don't have anything. Life paid me back so much, I got a great family, my wife is amazing. My daughter is so, incredible. That sometimes you don't see it, but after when you think about it, it's really priceless, It's your creation, but it don't belong to you anymore. It belongs to the world.
When he comes here to work with us, everyone is very excited.
The softness of this
Yeah.
is really nice.
He always says, let's go here. Let's do this. Get the color of the eyes better. Get the skin tone just a tad more. You know.
They take the best of the best that an original can give you.
He would say, you have to feel it. You have to feel it. And then he would show me. He would show me how to feel it through color.
It's a little more gray. This is a little too blue.
Okay.
But I like the skin tones here are better than here. Here's too yellow.
We can take the skin tones from here and apply it to there.
Exactly. Perfect.
Fabian is painting what is important to him, and Robert is not interfering with that whole artistic expression. You'd have to be caring more about the art and the people involved in it than the merchandising of it. That doesn't happen all the time. It's hard to do.
He picks not just great artists, but intelligent artists. Artists that are very clear about what their purpose is.
My life is like all the, you know, the for creation. So, and the most amazing.
Their teamwork is really incredible. We've been in the business a long time. We've seen a lot of artists, and we've worked with a lot of publishers, and this has been a great opportunity for us.
He does beautiful dealer support, and Fabian is obviously the creative force with the art, and really paints from his heart.
He's accessible, and that's a really important thing. When people meet him, they are so excited.
Each year has gotten more exciting for us, and it's only 3 years later since Fabian and I introduced the art into the international art world. We find things that we'd like to improve upon all the time, and we share it, talk about it, and we implement it absolutely going forward.
See which one is better,
Yeah.
and we keep it, all right?
It breathes much better without it. One of the things that Fabian's thoughts were last year was to bring his friends that play flamenco music, calais. They're close friends, and the music is almost like telling the story in some ways as well.
Life around the art. Now, my work is family. Is the most important thing, the most beautiful thing. You know, it's not about how much you, with who you enjoy it, right? So it's like.
Fabian's work is constantly changing, and you know, he paints what he feels he wants to paint. He's not painting for what necessarily the market wants.
It's great to watch this transformation and this journey of this artist.
Fabian is still so young. What else is he going to create that we haven't seen yet? What's the new emotion? What's the new tempo? Who's the new people?
Romance to me is like something. It's an ideal of life, I think. In my case, when I mention romance, like I'm waiting for romance to come back, it's waiting for a period to come back. It's like something that I saw when I was younger. You know, I was always thinking about coming back in time and see everything with the same innocence that I was looking at, you know, that period.
Yo pueda respirar.